drowning right here. Like literally the water is up here close to your nose and you're literally about to go under in terms of just losing control of your finance. I found myself at that point a couple of years ago. I was using my overdraft to pay my credit card, using my credit card to pay off another loan. I had the car loan, and it was just like, no, Sipo, this cannot be your life. The reason why I went into debt was because of my people-pleasing tendencies, which is so sad because the reason why I was in debt was not because I was splurging, going out, having nice times, having experiences. It was because of obligations that I put on myself to show up for certain people when I could have actually said, no, I cannot assist because I hadn't planned, or perhaps I could have planned in advance to assist them over a longer period than just immediately giving out help. That was the mindset that got me into debt. And I remember one day I sat down and I was like, I am changing this right here and right now. This ends here. This is not how my life is going to go. At that moment, I did a little prayer and I was like, God, you know this is not my life. This is not the type of arrangement that me and you have when it comes to this life thing. I know that my life is full of abundance and it's full of prosperity, and this right now has to end some way or the other. Immediately after that, I made the decision to cut the credit card. I literally cut it into pieces and I threw it in the bin. And for me, doing that was a sign to myself to say I am committing to what I'm going to do from this point on in terms of fixing my finances. Secondly, it was also an indication to myself, to prime myself, to say there's no going back. You are doing this. You are doing this. You cannot now have an emergency at the middle of the month where you need to help somebody else and think that you can make a plan for them, because that's what I used to do quite a lot. The second thing, I asked God to show me what are the habits that I have that are not helpful for me to get out of this financial deep end that I've put myself in. That's when I started picking up on this, the people-pleasing tendencies, the over-committing to things that I had no business committing to, doing things out of whim immediately just because I believed that I had to have something now instead of saving and planning ahead to actually get it and saving up for it. Picking up on those habits started giving me ideas of what to buckle down on and sort out in my life and confront. Last thing that I remember doing was turning my financial situation and the goal of lowering the debt that I had into a game. I literally started obsessing about the numbers. Whenever I would pay off my credit card, I would immediately go to the credit available option and decrease that amount to 0 so that I know that I'm not going to be firstly tempted, and secondly, so that the amount that I owe the credit card gets lower and lower. And every single 20 Rand, 50 Rand, whatever random amount of money that I would find, I would put it towards the credit card or the overdraft and have those things go down. And that built in me that sense of strength, that sense of having my own back and having a sense of just like, yes, girl, you're doing it. I let go of that thinking that I needed a big action to sort my situation out financially. In all of that obsession, in all of that wanting that amount to go down, the most bizarre thing happened. You cannot tell me this is not God. I received a bonus that came unexpectedly from a project that I was had worked on earlier that month at work, and it paid me a bonus that was equal to the settlement amount for my car. And that's what trusting God, praying intentionally, doing your part in terms of small actions, and being faithful to the promise that you've made to yourself does. It helps conspire between you and God, actions that actually start moving towards your favor in solving whatever challenge that you have. And you find yourself doing your best and then letting go of the attachment to God must do something, and then suddenly something happens without you even realizing, without even you planning.